Alright, grab your health stones. Gonna get a food buff up. Get this rolling. We have heals worked up.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, everyone's ready.
Okay,
Gorath, go ahead and count it down.
Alright. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Judge Judy Slayer, thank you for following the channel.
Fireball.
I don't know if this is your first time dropping in, but I usually do World of Warcraft content. Right now I'm playing Warlock with a guild called something Heroic. I was playing with these guys a little bit at the end of WoW Classic. Some old faces from original vanilla retail too. Actually, let's put him on that one. Did my curse get resisted? Oh shit. I have the wrong curse up. That's why it's not doing any damage. Of course, of course.
Fireball.
Alright, this is my first time doing loot, so bear with me.
Wow, just the wrong stuff again. Wow, wow, wow. Can't even use any of that. I was hoping for the Warlock shoulders so that I could replace out this mana etched stuff. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen this week.
That's so good.
Ow. Shit.
See, I can put up some decent numbers when I'm paying attention and shit. Boom, top damage on that trash palm. Just playing like shit on that boss. Busy trying to chase down a Fellhound. And using the wrong curse. Let's get some music going on. It's actually not what I was expecting. Go.
Give them a minute to pick up their targets after they charge, please. No backup tanks.
Oh no.
Man down.
I think both of those deaths were melee too, right? Charged.
Mortal strike into melee mid charge.
Quick rebuff on everyone who died. Come on into the room, please.
I mean, I guess I don't have spirit. I don't think I really care.
Everyone's ready. Go and counter down. Reboot.
Five, four, three, two, one.
I'll call for this, don't worry. Slam soon. not. There we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Lust. Let's get Lasso up.
Alright, we're just gonna pump a full mana bar into him.
Slam soon. Nope.
Am I just immune? Like, fucking what?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoever can. Just pick up a DPS.
Dodge this.
Slam soon.
Oh, fucked. Oh, fuck me. Oh, get me out. Get me out, 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 get me out.
2, 1.
Oh, that's not good. Ooh, 25 health. Oh, did I clip that? Fuck. I didn't mean to clip that.
Alright, pick up the dead.
Oh, Blood My Magus
Hang
Blade.
around for a loot real quick, please.
Oh, I think I gotta put in on that.
Yep, you're right, we did get a blade. Gonna do the blade first.
What the hell? I didn't press that. Okay. Twist on or press.
Somehow, I don't think I'm gonna get Talon as Shara first.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Do we have like a tank prio thing going on?
Not for anything other than your tokens. Tier tokens are the only thing that are prioed.
Yeah, I'm taking it. I don't think I'm gonna get a Mind Blade.
Alright. Invictus.
Yo.
Going Cold Wings. Alright, Hot Wings saving this axe from rot.
Do you think that's better than Gorehouse for Ret Paladins?
I'm not sure.
I think it's close, but Corehouse is
Probably not,
crit,
but you want
so
the
probably
crit.
not. Yeah, Corehouse all that add you for crit.
Yeah, you can shard it then.
Oh, I'll roll. Can I roll off spec on it then? I wasn't going to because you had
Yeah.
higher prior.
I'll try to redo it. Give me a sec. Go ahead, inventory.
Thanks, sir.
Just gonna give it to you real quick. Player not found.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm sorry. I thought I lost the roll, so I left.
Shit. Alright, gonna have to manually do this later.
Alright, sorry for that.
It's all good.
Okay, so fuck me, now I need the offhand, don't I? No wait, no, I have badges. I can go by the Khadgar's knapsack.
Alright, let's hit the mag.
That's
Alright, so
right,
we're
I had a
going in.
plan for this, because I didn't think I was gonna get...
Brief Bane.
Hi.
I didn't think I was gonna get the Jewel of Infinite Possibilities, so I'm gonna grab a Khadgar's knapsack real quick.
Dazen, you're locked at mag, correct?
Boom! Khadgar's knapsack.
Thank you for the summon.
Yeah, I can do spell power. Simulacra.
Dope. Sorry, who was that?
Simulacra.
Nice. Okay, weapons. Spell power is 8 and 8. Yes! Simulacra. Coming in hot. Yeah, there's no way I was going to get a Mind Blade, right? So, fuck it. Let's go with Blood Magus Blade.
Grief. Since I've got this axe in my bag in inventory, is there a way I can just distribute it now?
Yeah, you can do the slash command.
Okay. yeah,
Damage
gotcha.
option.
So let's see. What's my bonus damage? 1056 Shadow.
Where are you at?
That was
Inventory.
worth 40 extra spell
Just
power?
one.
No, it's got to be more than that.
Alright, then try again.
Oh, it's got to be way more than that, right? 10, 16. 1056, so that's worth 40 spell power? Is that it?
In the back. Dave, your
But-
advance on you.
Talent that increases my
Alright, why is it not
spell damage by-
allowing me to distribute this to you properly? I'm not sure what I'm forgetting to do here, Grief.
So you award it to
I
him?
mean, it's better.
So
it's
yeah,
still
well, I haven't
way
awarded to him. I
fucking
open
better.
trade, pops up into the trade, he hits trade, but I'm not getting the prompt to give it to him for off-spec cost.
Right, but did you select him in the UI to say that he's the winner?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the
Yeah,
oil.
got it,
That's
got
the other thing.
There we
Yeah, okay, so
Damn it,
that's
Milazzo,
40
this
right
isn't my
there.
job.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's huge. That's super huge.
I think we're all good now.
And then
now you know
36 because of the oil.
Yeah.
You can pass me assist in the middle if you want.
I do. We have the ads marked? Yeah, I see them. Alright guys, get ready for pull. Hunters and tanks down, let's go ahead and misdirect. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Make sure you guys are engaging up the ramp. Pats are coming up. Let's get those interrupts.
Oh, got me.
There's the pet. Just let me go by, get forward up, and we'll go down left.
Made all the dynamite. Sit with some.
Don't touch what you can't afford.
Death coiled. Pulling.
Let's get two groups at once.
Oh, you got it. We did.
I was
Jesus.
joking, but okay.
Folks on interrupt.
Oh, fuck me.
Use a health pot or health stone.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, yikes. That's a lot of fire.
not gonna make it, but they can try.
That's how I get-
Well, that is a first.
That is the first wipe ever.
To the trash.
Yeah. A trash, of course.
Alright, so my gear is a little bit unorthodox for a Warlock.
Was it a
a couple
fear?
of pieces that could be
Some
better,
back.
like you'd want to
Get-
use
get out of there, Fuka,
get
out
of
there,
gloves and shoulders. I want
They're coming.
your chest as well. You're supposed to use frozen shadowy boots, but
It's gonna be
like
faster just to run back, guys.
I frankly
Much
didn't spec
faster.
frozen shadow weave. I went spellfire tailoring instead, so that I could get the double spell cloud cooldowns. So what else could be better? Actually, I think those bracers are just about as good as they get. Weapon was the big one, man. That's huge, though. I gotta get a bracer enchant there. I think there is one better in Karazhan. There's a better bracer in Karazhan. Rings are just about this. I think you want the Magtheridon ring. I think the Magtheridon ring instead of the Violet Signet.
Thank you.
Because you definitely want Ashian's gift. Alright, Belt of Depravity is huge, but what is it? Girdle of Ruination is supposed to be better than that. Do you have the best trinkets? Man, this Warlock is looking good. There is a different neck that you can get from Morose. The not height potential, Unending Fury, whatever, something, I don't know. Something like that. And technically this isn't the best cape. You would want Ruby Drip in the Mystic Camp. But since I'm in a group with an Elemental Shaman every week, it almost doesn't matter. Because I only need 13% hit. I don't need 16. Because I get Totem of Wrath. So that's big. That's super big. So this puts me just under a 1/4% missing
Yeah, Pat's
hit.
coming up the other side now.
Oh, fuck me. Oh,
Going to move back up the ramp.
did you just kill me again?
Two people.
Damn, that is a huge sword, though. That looks good. So yeah, this Warlock is looking pretty damn good. 5 minutes on Soulstone. Wow, so yeah, what do I need? I've even got the gloves on me. I've got the tier 4 gloves, so I need the shoulders and the chest. Which would be right here on this boss. I'd have to socket a bunch of hit in that though, I think, to make up for the hit that I'm losing. Actually, you know what? That would probably do it. I would do hit, and then veiled. I'd probably swap
Bring these up
that
the ramp.
out. You gotta have 2 blue gems in order to activate the
What the fuck?
crystal, so it's gonna be
Yeah, why are they evading?
glowing.
Keep coming. Get those interrupts up.
Yeah, holy shit though, that was a lot of spell power upgrade. Is no one doing elements?
Mind your groups so that you know which cube you are clicking on. I do apologize, it sometimes fluctuates from week to week. It's just the way it goes when we're bringing people in. Let's see, interrupts are all the same, except that Malazzo's not here. Gara, you'll be interrupting a Shadowbolt Volley on X.
Just to be clear, that means I'm on men then, right? For X. That's usually where I am, so.
Yeah, you are on Dark Mending for X.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. I think we can pump this one.
Just confirm everyone knows their cube, everyone knows their interrupt assignment.
It's using Stormcaller. It's like the big
There's a
version
totem.
of what I got
Someone
now.
put down a Syrian totem.
Alright, everyone's ready.
Punch the guy.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get those interrupts, guys. Pop a Hellstone if you need to.
Get tongues on square.
How many battle reses do we have up?
Mine's up too.
It's over. Don't worry about it. Wipe it up. Big lack of interrupts on Shadowbolt Volleys, guys. What was that? Was the cast too quick?
I think so. There's just so much damage. Try to save individuals.
I had
Was it just
tongues up. Am
lack
I
of
excited for
cursed
phase 2?
tongues, or
Phase
what's
2,
going on?
yeah. Phase 2 should be pretty good. Sweet, Wailing Caverns! Can you imagine if they did heroic Wailing Caverns? That would
It's
be
not
so
a
much
problem
fun.
we usually have, so I just want to know.
I would love that.
what's
Yeah,
happening
I'm
with
pretty
phase
hyped for phase 2. Apparently tomorrow they're dropping some content that's not quite phase 2. So tomorrow they are adding in Group Finder, and then they are also adding in the quest for
Yeah,
the
Warlocks, please let me
epic
know
flight
what's going on.
speed.
Do we have cursed
On
tongues?
yeah, Curse Times was up. I put tongues on all 5 of them.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to go over the interrupt assignments once again once we get down there and get left up. Give everyone a little refresher.
Yeah, Tongues was up. Yeah, Group Finder's gonna be huge. I'm just hoping that it's not like Wrath of the Lich King Dungeon Finder, because that is not what I want to see in my TBC experience, because that leads to a lot of toxicity. If you could just kick somebody and get somebody else in the moment you don't like something that they're doing, it just makes everybody absolutely replaceable, and it makes it super impersonal. Like, you don't get to build any relationships with anybody. You don't get to see the same people in dungeons. You don't get to say, hey, do you want to go again? No, everybody just leaves and queues up again. So you just get put into a group and whatever. Oh, this guy sucks. Kick him. And then immediately refill. Like, it's kind of a huge pain in the ass. But yeah, I don't particularly care for that. I think that was one of the major downfalls of WoW and what made the community so incredibly toxic over the years. Because you find that a lot in retail right now. Like, if you're doing Mythics, Mythic Plus, whatever, like, there's just no personality to the game. Nobody even talks, and if you don't absolutely know exactly what you're doing, you get immediately kicked, right? So it's just, ugh. Yeah, it's not supposed to be a dungeon finder. It's gonna be like the Blizzard answer to this, I guess, which is the looking for group bulletin board. It's an add-on that somebody made, but I guess Blizzard is gonna do something similar-ish, or I'm not sure. I don't really know what it's gonna look like, but that should be coming out tomorrow. The quest for the Druid Epic Flight form should be out tomorrow. I do have a Druid. I do have a level 70 Druid, so that would be really cool, but I also don't have 5,000 gold for it right now. I might have to liquidate some assets or something. I don't know. I have to sell some primals or some shit. Because I think I do want epic flying on my Druid, particularly
Alright, as far as I know, Tongues was taken care of, everything was good on that end, so interrupts. Let's see.
I think that's one that's worth the money.
On Shadowbolt Volley, Riru on Dark Mending.
I wanted it on my warrior because I love my warrior, and you got some cash. Yeah, I'd take a loan. I'd take a loan if you got some. I think I've got like, I don't know, I'd have to, what do I got on this account? Okay, so I've got like 1,700 on this account. I've got like 2,500 on the other account, so I'm not that short.
Let's make sure you guys are doing whatever you have to
but
do.
I also
to
need some cash to like
volleys, cast,
operate. Like, I need consumables and stuff. So yeah, hey man, if you wanna hook it up with a loan, I can pay you back. I'd probably make back the money herbing on that Druid, honestly. Retail's Group Finder worked well. Sure you didn't mean Retail's Girlfriend also works well. But yeah, so that's going to be pretty exciting. I don't know if Ogre Law and Shatari Skyguard are going to be implemented tomorrow, or if that is a later date thing. I am not sure. But that is supposed to be coming with Phase 2, so I should probably do all of those pre-quests, because I do not have that done on any of my 3 characters. Right now, Vintage is trying to recruit some Resto Shamans, a Holy Paladin, and a Hunter. So I have a Resto Shaman alt, and I have a Hunter alt, both level 60 that I could level. I don't know how much work I want to put in on that, though. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Guys, if you see a bunch of volleys go off,
yes, then absolutely, and yeah, I can probably make back the money because that Druid is both herbing and mining. So having an epic flight form on that to be your gathering alt is going to be super duper good. That character isn't really supposed to be a main raid character. Like, I'm not planning to bring that character into Serpentine Cavern unless it's requested, like unless it's needed.
I need to go give
I want to be prepared for it in case we do need a tank, but like I'm not going to min-max the professions on that and go engineering so that I can get the double stam trinkets on a bear tank, which is great. It's fantastic. That's a shitload of stam, but I'm not gonna min-max them like
sorry
that.
for asking again. Who has battle reses currently?
I do.
I'm not going to min-max them like that. That's just way too much effort to put in there. Plus, Herbbird and Mining is going to be Biss on a Druid, both in TBC and in Wrath of the Lich King. So, assuming that Blizzard does release Wrath of the Lich King after they finish TBC, that is going to be very, very good.
I'll have to ask you guys so often. Alright, another ready check. A couple people said they weren't ready.
Alright, let's get this. Let's get this kill. See what we can get here.
Alright, everyone is ready.
Alright, full timer.
Remember frost traps hunters.
Okay, let's get him.
2, 1.
Tongs is up.
Use a health bot, or else don't stay alive. Reapply frost traps. Kite those infernals.
Heavy one.
Yeah, I mean, it's up. It's up. Nobody got that interrupt.
Weird one.
Oh, what else is implemented tomorrow? Tomorrow is also going to be guild banks.
Boss is out.
Yeah, guild banks should be in tomorrow. Not big on private servers, been really intrigued in what they're doing on Revelation. I have not heard about Revelation. Is that like Ascension? I do know about Ascension, well.
Group 1, get ready.
Oh, I popped that too early. I popped that way too early. Come on, do it, Mag.
Anytime now. Click.
Oh, 15,000. Cursed Doom. Wow. That's pretty nice. Alright, it's my click next. Yeah, I popped those way too early. I thought he was going to do it right after.
Group 2, get ready.
Yeah, but not yet, not yet, not yet.
Click.
It's like a revamp, totally new zones and such for vanilla.
Group
Oh,
break
like a classic plus kind of thing.
Lust. Bloodlust. Ready, get ready. Click.
Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. There we go. There's a 13k crit.
Ready to use a health stone or health pot to stay alive.
Oh yeah, baby.
4, get ready.
Oh, he's not gonna live another 38 seconds. That Curse of Doom
I'm off
isn't
on 4.
gonna-
Back up,
Sorry.
back up, back up.
Okay, no, we're good. We're good. I'm back. I was getting earthquake. That's all.
Yeah, he's not gonna live another 20 seconds. Did you guys click?
Good job.
Okay.
Job
Got
for the
him.
rocks.
Crystal Pulse Defender. Well, I'm glad I spent the points on the blade
Bounce you
because
back into the falling
my
rocks.
shit didn't drop here either.
That's pretty fucking unlucky, dude.
That sucks.
Hey, look, a healing stick.
Yeah, now I'm
That looks
really
kinda
glad that I
cool.
spent the points on that.
It
Wow,
does,
wow,
It
wow.
really does. So we got one other in the other raid, didn't we?
Save it.
All right, so I
chance to
don't
find
think
out
there's
about it,
anything
so
coming
far.
up for me here. I would like the Mag Theridon's head, but somehow I don't think I'm gonna get it. How did I
The
do?
first time I grew.
Okay, so I was a little bit behind Simulacra, but not by much. What are you wearing? Oh, he's got shoulders and gloves and spell strike. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to have spell strike pants, but I'm just not gonna do that. Frozen Shadowy boots, I'm just not gonna do that either. There's the Brooch of Unquenchable Fury, which would be the other option. Super good. Frigid Winds. Oh, you got
Muma,
Frigid
if you
Winds,
want
huh?
that, it's gonna have to be
That's
for
the
50%.
slight downgrade to this one. That's off the
For
Frostlord of
way
Hoon.
we set the rules for
Verses of
these,
Havoc are supposed to be Biss, I
choices.
believe. Mindblade.
Yeah.
Jewel. Yeah, so that's the Biskara loot. Black Stock,
I'm gonna
as
redo
opposed to
it.
Tears Fall.
Click the other thing.
That's a tough one. Okay, Quag Eye, and Silver Crescent, Fallen God. Oh,
Did
that's
anyone
AQ loot.
finish their trial with this mag kit? Or even get
There's the Girdle of
attunement,
Ruination.
for SSC with Gruul?
That thing looks awful.
Just want to know if we need to have everyone stick around to do an attunement survey.
Yeah, so Simulacra's got a little bit better gear than I do, because right now I'm rocking Mana Etched and Mana Etched, and the reason that I'm doing that with the shit gems in there is because you really want to have 4-piece Void Heart, but I need the hit, so that's 35 hit right there on those 2 pieces. Very good, but if you had the shoulders, that's 14 hit, and then you can put some sockets in there for even more. It's more damage. So that's just better, just straight up better. And then the gloves are a bunch of crit, but I could put the 15 spell hit enchant on them, which I would do absolutely. So I just need shoulders. I need shoulders, and he's got a chest too.
Kit,
Yeah,
big piece.
chest. Yeah.
Now the important piece of gear.
There are the ring choices for Max Ed.
Somebody gonna biss it? They are gonna biss it. No, I'm gonna go upgrade on it. I would use that.
Congrats, ED. So just roll 100 for the bag.
Oh, come on.
I've already got one.
Inventory 99.
Yeah, okay, so if it's only piss if you need a hit, then I'm probably
That was
fine.
lucky, man.
I'm like
Well,
a
you know, I left
couple
Sunday
rating
there, so I gotta
under,
kinda
and
make
if
a
I
move
use the
number
right
right
gems,
now.
I could absolutely be right where I need to be. I'm just not spending the extra money on it.
3, 2,
I
1.
do need to get some enchants, though.
Thank you. That's one less final moon clock I can make.
Okay. So let's see what we got. It's supposed to come out Q4 this
And I'll
year,
do
but it might be
the
pushed to
defense
Q1
as well.
2022. So that's Revelation WoW. I might look that up. Let's take a look at that, see what that is. With the Classic Plus content, because that would be really interesting. I really wanted Blizzard to do Classic Plus and give us some of the things that they never released in WoW Classic that they had originally planned. So like, they had originally planned the Emerald Dream to be the final raid for Vanilla. That's why there are all the portals where the green dragons are. Right, Karazhan was supposed to be in.
Alright, Roulette, where are you sending me?
Oh, fuck you people.
Oh, it's a Burning Crusade.
Oh my god.
Chat.
Oh my god. No, fuck that.
Stoner, man.
Just go to the portal and fly back.
Alright, let's just.
Alright. So, yeah, I really wanted to see them do, like, Classic
You know, the
Plus
worst part is I'm just gonna
with
hearth up to go to the other
Blizzard,
ride and find
because
them
they could have given us some of those things that were, like, unused resources in
Wait, don't you have a quick mount?
in Vanilla,
just
like Hyjal and Karazhan and yeah, Kara Tombs. Yep, Vanilla Outland. Was Outland supposed to be in Vanilla? I don't know if they were gonna do that, but like Grimba Toll, I think there's a huge missed opportunity there for Grimba Toll, which I guess they implemented later in retail, but at the same time they like kind of a whatever. Kind of a whatever, I guess. Because a lot of the stuff that they implemented later on just like wasn't great. Like they did the Emerald Nightmare. It's not the Emerald Dream. Like, okay. But I mean, I watched some run-throughs of that and I was like, that's not really what I had in mind for it. I mean, maybe it's just different because it's not what I was imagining. But I think there's also a huge option to do something with the caves underneath Winter Spring. So if you go to Azshara and you're hanging around the Furbolgs up there to the northeast of the flight path, there is a big gate that's like the Furbolg stronghold. Imagine a whole Furbolg raid. What's that zone in the hinterlands across the bridge? Yeah, that's where one of the Emerald Dragons, the Green Dragons, are. And that's got a portal that's supposed to take you to the Emerald Dream. There's supposed to be 4 entrances to the Emerald Dream, and it's supposed to be such a huge raid that you like have to go to the different raid entrances in order to get in to go complete the thing. Like it's huge. It's huge. It's supposed to be just insanely large. Basically like how there are 4 wings to Nax. There were supposed to be 4 portals into the Emerald Dream, from what I understand. And that would be one of them, over by the bridge in Hinterlands. What else? What else was like a huge missed opportunity? So, if we're talking Kalimdor, I think that this area right here, there's this spot, that has Furbolgs in it. And there could be an entire zone the size of Winter Spring underneath Winter Spring. A raid portal in Azshara? I don't know about a raid portal in Azshara, no. There is a raid. There is a portal down here in Dark Whisper Gorge that's supposed to take you to Hyjal. Yeah, I don't think there was a raid portal in Azshara. Where would that have been? I mean, you do have to fight a raid boss out here in the middle of nowhere, but that's for the AQ gate quest chain. Yeah, I can't think of a raid portal in Azshara. If there was going to be one, it would probably be this right here, where the furbolgs are. There's one down here in Dark Whisper Gorge, where you can enter into Hyjal, but it's a non-working instance portal. So I think they could have done this whole zone. What else was a big missed opportunity? Down here, Aldum. Aldum, I think, was a big missed opportunity. You could have had a big thing in there, where it would be all golems and makers and stuff. And they could have had a bunch of lore in there. Let's see, there's a whole other, like, half of Silithus that, I mean, I guess that's on Courage, so whatever. That's fine. There are, what else is it? Is it over here on the other side? So in the wetlands, Grimba Toll, this is the area where you have to go for the Onyxia quest chain on the Horde side. And there are like level 60 and 61 elite dragonkin all through here. And it's like, oh, what are they guarding? And it's the red dragon flight. So like this could be a raid instance that's all red dragon flight stuff. Like that could be awesome. That could be super duper cool. What else? There's this whole zone here that you can't even click on because it doesn't exist. I guess they implemented that later in retail. There's this whole zone that you can't even click on. I guess they implemented that later too. There's a zone here that you can't click on, just north of the Eastern Plaguelands. Like I know that they already did a raid for Eastern Plaguelands, but like, what is this, beyond Stratholme? I mean, that could be cool. There's this whole zone that they didn't implement here, which I guess they implemented later. I mean, I don't know. There's just a ton of stuff that like they could have done better with. They could have done more with. I don't know. I don't know. I think there would be some really cool stuff that they could do if they wanted to do Classic Plus content for vanilla. I think there could be some really cool shit that they could do. Because, like, I mean, particularly the Emerald Dream would be a really interesting capstone for vanilla content because, like, you start off with Wailing Caverns at level 18, right? And level 18 Wailing Caverns, you get the whole backstory about Neralex, and they have to go, you gotta go awaken the Dreamer because he's, like, sleeping and he's having a nightmare and it's fucking up the rest of the instance, and it's fucking up the land because he's having a nightmare and he's manifesting all these evil creatures and stuff, right? So, like, I don't know, that could be super awesome, which I guess they implemented, had to be after Lich King. It'd have to be, what, Cataclysm or Mists of Pandaria? I bet it was Mists. But, like, yeah, kind of a missed opportunity there, I think. That should have been the capstone for vanilla. Karazhan being a vanilla raid would have been really interesting. I don't know that it would have worked as a vanilla raid though. Like that could have been really difficult to fit 40 people in some of those rooms and some of those fights. Like Atum and the Huntsman, it's just such a small area. What are you going to do with 40 people in there? You'd have to also change up some of the mechanics because like some of those mechanics aren't really built for 40 people. So it was probably imagined to be completely different than what we got in TBC. Let's see what else we're talking about here. Models we saw northwest of EPL, the zone that I pointed to. Oh yeah, Scarlet Crusade raid would be dope. Like the Scarlet Crusade already came through Stratholme and they had Strat Live, and then you cross through there and here's the Scarlet Stronghold, right? Like how cool would a Scarlet raid be? And then you'd have a whole bunch of humanoids in there. So you could have a dragon, a humanoid, a mechanical / golem raid, and then you'd have the Emerald Dream raid. The Timbermaw would also be...
Hey, you there?
Yeah, Timbermaw Hold. Yes, exactly. Timbermaw Hold. You could have a whole zone the size of Winterspring.
Yeah, what's up?
Because it's underneath
Can you do an enchant?
the cliff
Yeah,
for Winterspring.
I'll go
That
to
could
the
be
center.
an incredibly huge raid. could be an enormous raid zone. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's a ton of stuff. If they wanted to do Classic Plus, there's enough material to work with it that they could absolutely make it happen. And then they could have like some designers using new mechanics as opposed to recycling old mechanics like they do with retail, where it's most of it is just the same shit over and over, and they even telegraph to you where stuff is going to land. Like, they put the circle on the ground. Don't stand in the goop. Don't stand in the circle. Okay, stand in this circle. It's like, come on, man. Like, you really gotta dumb it down for retail players, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned tomorrow for some of the same content we're going to be doing. Gruul, Magtheridon, and Karazhan on the Arms Warrior. Patch for Phase 2 is some of the patch for Phase 2 is supposed to be out tomorrow, so we very well might get some of that done. It sounds like I might be heading on the Epic Bird Flight Form quest. Check the mail in about 30 minutes. Then yes, we are definitely going to be doing the Bird Epic Flight Form quest. So if you guys want to see that, I've never done it. I've actually never done the Bird Form quest. So that should be really interesting. I know a little bit about it. I think you got to fly around to some statues and things. Then you got to kill a boss in heroic, set the calls. But that should be really fun. They need good script writers to make it work with the lore. Yes, and they need good boss designers and dungeon designers. Yes, totally agree. Don't have much faith in the current staff. Honestly, I haven't even played Shadowlands. Like, I don't know. I haven't even touched Shadowlands. Here, let me show you this bear tank real quick. But I haven't even touched Shadowlands, so I have no idea what they are doing with the Shadowlands content, what the boss fights are looking like. I did play the first version of Battle for Azeroth, or the first couple of patches of Battle for Azeroth, and did like the, what the hell was the raid where you gotta fight Gahoon. It was so unmemorable that it was just like, that should tell you everything that you need to know. I don't even remember what the fucking raid was called. Uldir or something. Anyway, so I think that they could do a lot of stuff with it. You're right, they would really need some good staff doing good stuff, and they would need some creative staff doing creative stuff, preferably with like new character models. New mod models, rather than just recycling the same shit and recoloring it, and rather than recycling the same mechanics and recoloring them. I think that they could do some really interesting stuff if they wanted to. There's enough lore in vanilla that you could do a lot of shit with it. A Scarlet raid would be dope. A Furbolg raid would be awesome. Red Dragon raid, incredible. You could also do the Uldum raid and then Emerald Dream to cap it off. Like, holy shit, man. There's a 5 raid story arc there. I can't imagine why they wouldn't do that. Anyway, let's take a look at this druid real quick. So, just did one Karazhan. He's been played. He's been level 70 for 12 hours. Most of that was AFK today. He was level 70 for 5 hours and had already tanked both Prince and Nightbane. So, booyah! 5 hours after hitting 70. So we got 2 pieces of tier 4 yesterday in that Karazhan. We've got mostly mitigation gear. So that's best in slot mitigation, pre-raid. That's good for threat. These are the pre-raid wrists. I guess you can get some stuff in heroic that might be a little bit better. Tier 4, right? Pre-raid recommended belt, pre-raid pants, pre-raid boots. That comes out of the Karazhan stuff. Pre-raid ring. My trinkets suck. I'm still using Rune of the Guard Captain, and I'm still using the Ring of Blood staff. But we did get the Idol of Brutality. So this bear tank is well on his way. Pretty much pre-bis for Phase 1, and can tank any other content in Phase 1, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not Magtheridon. I'm not sure on that one, but like, he could probably tank Gruul. He could probably tank Gruul just fine. So, I've been putting in a bunch of work on this character, and we're going to do Epic Flight Form once that comes out. Boom. We got Bird. I got a little more work to do because I got to get this mining up a little bit more so I can mine Corium. That's kind of where we're at. Okay, so tomorrow should be Arms Warrior content. tune in for that. We're still talking about whether or not I want to go Fury, because we're working out some math in that raid. Since we're short a couple of hunters, we don't have a lot of physical DPS in that raid, which means that the Blood Frenzy buff, the Trinkets match, you run Rune of the Guard Captain. I've also got Seal of the Dawn as a backup there. Since we don't have a ton of physical DPS in that raid, it turns out that the Blood Frenzy debuff that I'm putting up on the boss isn't worth nearly as much as I was hoping it was going to be. So the Blood Frenzy debuff on the last couple of raids, I worked out the math on it, is only worth about 250 DPS. I could probably make more than 250 DPS more. Like, I could probably increase my personal DPS by more than 250 if I were to be Fury instead of Arms, right? So theoretically, it might be more raid DPS for me to be Fury instead of being Arms. I'm gonna have to like work that out, but in order to make that happen, I'm gonna have to drop mining and pick up blacksmithing on Vey so that I can get the blacksmithing hammer. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan right now. I should probably do blacksmithing anyway because there is some stuff in Serpentine Cavern that you want to get blacksmithing. Where is it? The plans for Red Belt of Battle is super good if you don't have the belt from Meg Theridon, and I don't. The Red Havoc boots are Bis tank boots. Boots of Protector. Actually, do we get DPS boots? I guess we don't get DPS boots. I guess the best DPS boots that you get would be Boots of Utter Darkness. And I don't even know if those are better than the Iron Sword of Urgency. I'd have to look that up. But I should probably be doing blacksmithing anyway, since I do have 8 nethers sitting around. I could just instantly go to the step 2 of the hammer, and I should probably be making Storm Herald anyway. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be it for right now. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go make some dinner. And we will see you tomorrow for more raid content. I thought Arms was Beast in TBC. But I'm sure that will when everybody moved to Lich King. Okay, so Arms isn't bad. It's much, much better on cleave fights. The single target DPS does kind of suck because you can't really use Heroic Strike since you're depending so much on the rage generation from the white hits. With the way that works, you are waiting for auto swing. You wait for the auto swing, then slam, then Mortal Strike. Then you wait for the auto swing, slam Whirlwind. Wait for the auto swing, slam Mortal Strike. Wait for the auto swing, slam, and then you get a free slot to use whatever ability you want. Usually it's going to be like Battle Shout or Demo Shout or Asunder Armor in one of those, but you have to stick to that rotation perfectly, and really the way to do that is to stand perfectly still. But like, yeah, it's kind of a huge pain in the ass. And with the way that works, you're not going to be using Endless Rage. So you're not getting the extra rage from the white swings because you need to get down here to Flurry and to improve Slam. So, like, the single target sucks. However, you do get Sweeping Strikes and Death Wish with this. So your cleave damage is absolutely bonkers. It's just insane. If you really wanted to go ham on it, you could do Improved Cleave. I'm not doing that though. I'm not doing Improved Cleave. Not with this spec. If you had 2 warriors in your group, you could drop 3 points out of this and put them in here instead. Actually, would probably be a not bad way to go. Would be to put 3 points in Improved Cleave. But yeah, so that's kind of what's happening there. So the difference here is that with Fury, you could either go Rampage, or what a lot of people do is they do not go Rampage, and they go 40 points in Fury, all the way down to Improved Berserker Stance, and then they come over here to Arms, and 21 points in Arms to get Death Wish. So you don't get, like, Weapon Spec, but you don't really need it. I mean, like, it's nice, but you don't really need it. So you can get Death Wish and Sweeping Strikes with the Fury talents. Because really what Rampage boils down to is 250 attack power. 250 attack power is a lot, sure. But a Death Wish cooldown for 20% more total damage, I'd probably go with Death Wish. I know that's what our guy Freetail does in our raid, and I know that's what Alondo does. I know this spec is also a little bit off because I shouldn't have improved charge, I shouldn't have improved overpower, and I should have points in improved discipline instead. And I should have more points in Iron Will since we're not really using improved Thunderclap. Not the point, my spec is a little bit messed up. But that does not matter. We will see it in action tomorrow where I can still cleave the shit out of things. So tune in for that. Fury was nuts in Classic. Is it the same in BC? Fury is very, very good in TBC. Fury is very good in TBC when you have all of the right gear. Let me put it that way. Fury is very good in TBC when you have all of the right gear. The problem with Fury is that it is considered a selfish DPS class. And what I mean by that is that TBC is all about the synergies. It's all about who's in your group, who's in what group, what buffs are you bringing to the raid, and how much you're amping up everybody else's damage. That's why Arms Warrior is so good, because if you have a bunch of high DPS hunters, no one can touch the amount of DPS that an Arms Warrior is contributing to the raid and contributing to the overall raid DPS, because it's 4% of all of the hunters, 4% of all of the melee. Like, it's huge. It ends up being just a shitload of damage, and it'll be more than any single contributor could possibly give you, right? Like, with the right kind of raid composition, I would effectively be putting up 3,000-4,000 DPS because it's increasing the overall raid DPS that much. That would be my contribution to the raid. Even though my personal numbers might look like they suck, the amount that I'm bringing to the table is huge. Now, Fury, on the other hand, doesn't really bring anything. The only thing that Fury brings to the table is a battle shout. That's it. That's it. One battle shout. So it's 400 attack power for that party, which you probably already have an Arms Warrior anyway, who can also do battle shouts. So it's really not bringing anything to the synergy of the raid. Similarly, like a rogue doesn't really bring that much to the raid, because the one thing that they could do if they are spec'd into it, would be improved exposed armor. That's it. That's what a rogue brings to the raid. Other than that, they have to rely on their individual performance of DPS. But why would you bring either a Fury Warrior or a rogue when you could bring someone like an Enhancement Shaman who has totems and bloodlust? Like, holy shit. Bringing an extra bloodlust to the raid that you could swap into the main DPS group to give your hunters double bloodlust on any given fight? My god, like, the amount of damage that they are bringing to the table for an entire raid is just astronomical. Same deal, I mean, I would bring a Feral Druid for 5% crit in that group rather than a Battle Shout. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of synergy if you have the raid set up correctly, if you have the right grouping, if you have the right composition, if you have the right classes, you can get a lot of synergy. And it's also an interesting metagame because when we all do better, we all do better. So if you know who Alondo is and how Alondo can put out 7,000 DPS on Malgar, it's because the average raid DPS individually of everybody in his raid is so much higher than everybody else that makes the fights so much shorter that you have 100% uptime on your Death Wish because everything dies in less than 30 seconds. Right? If you can kill the boss in less than 30 seconds, you can get an extra 20% damage for the entire duration of the boss. I mean, if the fight only lasts 15 seconds, you can have sweeping strikes and double your damage for the entire duration of the fight. Like, it's just insane what you can do when everybody is performing at that high of a level. That's how, like, we set all those records with Storm, is because everybody was putting out massive amounts of DPS, massive burst DPS, and we would just kill everything so quickly that you could have Death Wish up for the entire Golemag fight, right? Like, so anybody who isn't doing that, we're putting out 30% more damage than everyone else, 100% of the time. Like, so if you manage the cooldowns correctly, you have the right group of composition, and you have the right high DPS players in the right roles, you can get a lot of synergy and you can push those DPS numbers super ultra high. So like Alondo putting out 7,000 DPS is because he goes in with cooldowns already flowing before he even touches the boss. He then sappers and he's got every consumable possible, and everything dies before his cooldowns are over. That's how he does it. That's how he does it. You could have Recklessness up for 15 seconds, and if everything dies in that 15 seconds, you have a 100% crit ratio. Sorry, excuse me, 17 seconds? Oh, I guess it's... Oh, it's because I have a talent point. It's normally 15 seconds. So if everything dies in that 15 seconds, you have a 100% crit for the entire duration of the boss fight. Like, nothing's gonna be able to beat that. You got a question for me the next time you see me? Might not be able to answer it. You want to ask it now so that I get time to think about it?
I feel more alive now than I ever have in my life. I have a chance to live as I dreamed.
Yeah, because if you want to ask now, I'd be happy to either take a stab at it or try to figure it out and get back to you. But yeah, what I'm saying is that an Arms Warrior brings a lot to the table for synergy. So not only is it Blood Frenzy brings a huge amount of DPS as far as raid DPS is concerned at the expense of your individual numbers. Like here, even look at this. This was our Karazhan last time. Freetail is that Fury Warrior that I'm talking about. So he's Fury spec and I'm Arms spec, and he's putting out, I think it was about 30% more damage than I am. Okay, that's fine. His gear is a little bit better than mine. Okay, admittedly so. He's putting about 30% more damage. We're putting about the same DPS though. But if I get 4% of his total numbers, like that bumps me up significantly. Unfortunately, there isn't any other physical DPS in this raid, so it's not putting up nearly as much as it could be. But that's the idea, is because I'm buffing his damage. Similarly, if I have Improved Thunderclap, that makes me the debuff bitch, right? So I would be the one who would keep Improved Thunderclap up on the boss, because as a tank, generally you don't take Improved Thunderclap. Generally, as a tank, you don't take Improved Thunderclap. Not for a raid spec tank warrior. So that would be my job, would be to keep up Blood Frenzy and Thunderclap. Similarly, as an Arms Warrior, I probably shouldn't be spec'd into Unbridled Wrath and should instead be spec'd into Improved Demoralizing Shout, which reduces the attack power of the boss even further than the Curse of Weakness that a Warlock could put up, which now does attack power instead of straight damage numbers. So I would be responsible for keeping up Blood Frenzy, Improved Demoralizing Shout, and Improved Thunderclap on the boss. That is a ton of raid benefit, though, because that reduces so much incoming damage to the tank, and it increases so much raid DPS that you can't not have an Arms Warrior. Arms Warrior is incredibly good in a raid scenario, but it doesn't push as much individual numbers as a Fury Warrior. There you go. There you go. That's the short answer. Now the question is, how much more DPS am I bringing to the raid? And with our current composition and vintage, we don't have a ton of physical DPS, so the Blood Frenzy debuff that goes up on the boss for 4% additional physical damage isn't putting out nearly as much as it could. It's only about 250 DPS, and that's with 90% uptime. Because with my crit percentage, I don't even put rend up, it's all deep wounds. But it's up like almost all the time because my crit is high enough that I'm critting before it runs out. Now, if I were to spec Fury, could I make up that 250 DPS? Maybe. Yes, possibly. I don't know. I haven't actually played Fury in TBC. But if I could play Fury in TBC, anything like I played Fury in Vanilla, yes. I think the short answer is yes. I can absolutely make up 250 DPS and probably a lot more. So that's it. Alright, I'm going to go eat. Feel free to drop in tomorrow. We're going to be playing this Arms Warrior. Oh my god, my UI is so fucking trashed. So, I just grabbed some new weak auras that have a new swing timer, a new interface down here, and a new rage bar. I'm planning to clean that up. At some point. I don't know. My UI just keeps getting more and more cluttered and less clean, but that's fine. All right, I'm going to go make some food. We will see you guys tomorrow for Arms Warrior shenanigans. A couple of things that we would be looking for would be the Bladespire Warbands and the Girdle of the Endless Pit. I think that's it. I think that those are the only things that I need from tier 4. Technically, there's a cape that's better than this, but I need to hit. But that's it. Okay, we will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, 9 p.m. Eastern time for